Well, good morning, my fellow Zenites. Did you check your pulse and balance with your coffee this morning? Well, it's been a tumultuous week so far with the crypto bloodbath continuing. Bitcoin is down to nearly 16,000 this morning. Ethereum is down to nearly 1,000, and it has not finished yet. Of course, all this debacle has come about because of the collapse of the FTX exchange, set up and owned by Sam Not the Bank Fried. And it got even worse because Binance had agreed to purchase FTX. And then after 24 hours of due diligence, they changed their minds. This has left investors in FTX floundering, as well as all the holders of tokens and coins on the FTX exchange. My gut feeling is you've just lost all your money again in crypto. How does this keep happening? The regulators, of course, are now chomping at the bit to take control of crypto. And in some ways, they're right. There does have to be regulation. There needs to be regulation against centralized finance. I mean, look, the investors in FTX, to name a few, Sequoia Capital, SoftBank, guys, where was your due diligence? Did you just fall asleep at the wheel? Or as seasoned investors, were you merely chasing after the hot money without doing any research whatsoever? I think the latter might be true. I mean, I don't know all the details of what's happened, but it seems that when you have a company, Alameda Research, whose capitalization is based on a token, FTT, that was created by the owner of said company, although he actually stepped down, you just basically created your own assets. That's a pretty unusual game to be in. So maybe there is an argument for cryptocurrency, but the whole point of cryptocurrency has always been for you to take control. It's always been a way to have self custody and cut out the middleman. That is the whole promise of decentralized finance. And look, you obviously heard this phrase time and time again. Not your keys, not your coins. If you do not hold your tokens in your own wallet, then they don't belong to you. And on that very note, you should always use a hardware wallet when interacting with crypto. And by that, I mean you need to buy a ledger or a Trezor or a Lattice or even an air-gapped laptop or computer to make all your transactions. I highly recommend that you don't do crypto on your phone, for example. So what does that mean for PulseZen holders? Well, clearly the whole market is affected by this. But PulseZen is holding up very well. I think the price is down a little bit this morning, maybe 4% down. Considering what has happened to Bitcoin, over 20% down. Bitcoin is 12% down, Ethereum's down 20%. And of course, Solana is down or was down over 30%. Now, the big question going forward, is that it? Can we now start to see a recovery? And I'm afraid that nothing could be further from the truth. You see, the contagion from the capital that has locked up now in FTX and probably lost forever is going to cause a collapse of many other businesses. I mean, one that comes to mind that I remember, Galaxy was an investor in FTX. I think they would be in the hole for about 80 million, and that's just one company. So it's going to continue, and we can expect to see very negative headlines for the crypto space going forward in the next couple of weeks. However, that presents a fantastic opportunity for those of us who are in decentralized finance, particularly PulseZen. As you all know, PulseZen is designed as the great reset tool. It is designed to redistribute wealth, not to concentrate wealth in the hands of a few. How is it that a 30-year-old kid, Sam, could accumulate that such a vast fortune? And, he span a great story. He is very bright, there's no doubt about it. But the fundamentals of what he was trying to do, well, they just don't make sense. And when you have people like Sequoia and SoftBank coming in and vindicating what he's doing, well, the whole world's gone completely nuts. And talking about that sort of thing, with the midterm elections, the result not quite clear. What is very clear, though, is that Mr. Biden's gang isn't going to have the majority that it needs to continue on its economic planning. And this is going to have actually disastrous consequences for the markets and for the American economy going forward. There's no question we think that America is headed for the Great Depression. It's coming, and we need to prepare for it. You need to find a way out. You need to do your own research and realize that there is a new economy that you can get invested in right now today. And of course, we would recommend, or I'm going to recommend PulseZen as one of those protocols that you should be looking at. Look, you choose to run the code. You are in complete control from start to finish. There's no lockup with PulseZen. There is no staking with PulseZen. It basically harnesses the eighth wonder of the world, which is compounding interest. So it behoves you to take the opportunity that is PulseZen and hold it. And it's been proven that, the people that get into the earliest in any protocol and hold the longest are the ones that make the most gains. But you have to do your own research. You really do have to put in the work yourself. No one is coming to save you. Not the governments, certainly not the financial regulators, and certainly not the bankers. I mean, look, even on today's very small numbers, as PulseZen organically grows, you are making a minimum of 10 to 12% interest. That's an absolute minimum that you're making. I had to open up a local bank account here the other day, and Mr. Banker, a very nice chap, was extremely excited to be able to offer me an interest rate of 2.5% for money deposited in his savings account. Now, you might want to say, well, why are you using the banks? Well, unfortunately, we still live in a predominantly fiat world. That may change going forward into the future. Who knows? I don't have a crystal ball, but it's the only way out. You see, the entire system at the moment is designed to keep the rich rich and the poor poor. And the wealth gap is so big now. Everybody realizes that something's wrong. Everybody is struggling now with their finances. Mortgage rates have gone up, rents have gone up, gasoline prices have gone up, food has gone up, and it hasn't stopped yet. And I'm pretty sure that most of you haven't had a 30% pay rise this year. So what do? Well, you have to opt out. You have to realize that there is a new economy that you can be part of today. And for those of you who are already part of this new economy, congratulations. You've taken a great leap of faith. Now, none of us know how this is going to play out in the future. None of us have any clue what is going to happen. But there is one surefire thing. Your PulseZen wallet balance will continue to go up forever. Why? Because it's built into the protocol. It's built into the code. You're not trusting any other person in this process. It's just you and the code. And this is the beauty of what decentralized finance offers and what decentralized finance is all about going forward. So definitely another few exciting days to look forward to. And we don't know what the fallout is going to be as far as regulation is concerned and how it might change the crypto land. I am certainly convinced that it's only going to be a good thing. We don't need exchanges. We don't really want exchanges. Now, people may argue that fact. Well, we have decentralized exchanges. Are they as efficient as the capital markets? Maybe, maybe not. We don't know. But there's one thing for certain. I'm not relying on another person to make my trades. I'm not relying on a middleman to take a percentage. I am in control. You're in control. We have self-custody, and that counts for a lot. There will be a replacement method to exchange your worthless fiat into cryptocurrency. At the moment, the only viable option really is via exchanges. And to me, that's the only reason why they should exist. As we go forward, there will be solutions to that problem. The fiat on and off ramps are the sticking point in the idea of a general uptake in cryptocurrency. It's a real hindrance. Getting into crypto is not easy. When that path gets smoothed out, and believe me, it will, people are working on these ideas right now. Remember, crypto is a very nascent industry. We are so early into this game, but it is also quite clear that it is becoming the real alternative to the rotten system that we all are part of today. So that's my morning coffee rant for this morning. I will wish you a very pleasant day, and I'll talk to you in the next broadcast. I will just say hello to a few people who join me at this ungodly hour. So here we have PulseZen Pimpin says, good morning, Conrad. Good morning to you, sir. Pulse Chain, let's hope that it launches sometime. My sort of prediction would be Q1 next year. We're not going to see it this year. Jay Cack says, good day to all Zenites. Indeed. Hello, all Zenites. Crypto Trucker. Hope you're still trucking along, sir. Good morning to you. Crypto Trucker, good question. Tell me about the cost going to try to download the address on MetaMask today and buy some Pzen. Crypto Trucker, you've got to do a bit more research than that. Go over to PulseZen.app. First of all, go to PulseZen.app. It's got all the information that you might need on there. And if you want to discuss anything, go to the Telegram group. Join the Telegram at t.me/Pzen official. I think there might be a link underneath this video here. Who else have we got today? Okay. All right. I've been on for 12 minutes. That's it. That's my time allocation for my coffee morning chats. Very good morning to you. I'm Conrad Zen, former Bitcoin Foundation member and now evangelist for PulseZen, harnessing the eighth wonder of the world, compound interest. Good morning and thank you.